Wait for it. Wait for it. God, I love when he does that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The following contest is a gauntlet match. And from Panama City, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, Adam Cole.
The leader of Undisputed Era.
From a journey around the world to bursting on the scene at NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3, Adam Cole is finally on the big stage where he's wanted to be all along.
The mission statement has been very simple. Shock the system.
Loves to carry the NXT North American Championship. Got a cool last name, too.
Any relation?
Greatness runs in packs, Byron.
Like the three of us.
Gentlemen, Jack has arrived.
And from Manchester, England, weighing in at 167 pounds, gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Unlike you, Byron, Jack Gallagher can actually pull off the old school tube socks.
The quintessential English gentleman. An incredibly unique scientific wrestling style, but a dangerous, dangerous man.
And Jack Gallagher known for taking his time when it comes to breaking down and debilitating his opponents.
Very dangerous, dangerous man. Could have a long, successful career here in WWE. Bang, right to the face. The gentleman Jack Gallagher is a throwback to English legends like John. Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
But he's got a capital. There's a pin now. He gets the shoulder up before 3.
Gallagher kicks out. A loss there would have been anything but gentlemanly.
He lands a jarring forearm. Slap! Looks like he's starting to sweat now. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
That kick had purpose. This kind of offense he's known for. He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Missile drop kick. He's on the defensive now. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys.
The amount of punishment he's absorbed in this match is absolutely insane. A lesser man would have given up and walked away by now.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw things going differently for him here tonight, but that clearly isn't the case, unfortunately for him.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
This right here is exactly what Adam Cole was waiting for.
Cole knows when to pick.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
This might be it.
He's going for the pin. The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
Here is your winner, Adam Cole.
An amazing contest comes to a close following a decisive pinfall victory.
At the risk of getting ahead of myself, if this guy keeps winning matches like that, we better reserve some room for him in the Hall of Fame.
As usual, this Philadelphia crowd is beyond boisterous tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I like this kid. Bright, bright future for this young man.
And from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate.
Saxton, he's like 20 years younger than you, and he has more facial hair.
Well, some of us grow more facial hair than others. There's no questioning the incredible in-ring ability, though, of Tyler Bate. I mean, he's gained worldwide experience, and he's turned a lot of heads all throughout the WWE Universe.
Got a very unique style in the ring. Mixture of Japanese strong style, British catch wrestling, with his own very unique gentlemanly flair.
Some superstars you just look at and you just feel like they're destined for big things. And you gotta feel that way when you see a guy like Tyler Bate.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
His chest may be black and blue after this. It's just a matter of time now. He's on the defensive here. He may have to start reevaluating his game plan.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about. Man.
Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
Oh, I think this man means business. Given how impressive Tyler Bate has been thus far, guys, you almost forget that he's just a kid. If you remember, he first stepped into a WWE ring when he was just 19 years old. It's got to be over now. A nasty kick there. He's on his heels. Looks to me like he's starting to feel the pressure, guys.
I'll stress further what Michael was saying about Tyler Bate's age. When most 19-year-olds were busy trading barbs with each other on social media, Bate was wowing a global audience in the inaugural United Kingdom Championship Tournament.
Man, since that time, Bate has only gotten better. Man, it's scary to think of how good this guy's going to be 5 or 10 years from now.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Oh boy, he is.
We've got to cover. The manner in which Adam Cole debuted in NXT wasn't enough. Look at his body of work since then to see how vicious this man can be. Everyone from Drew McIntyre and Cassius Ohno to Sanity and Roderick. Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it. Boom! He's back in control here.
This right here is exactly what Adam Cole was waiting for.
Cole knows when to pick his spots.
A kick out. This one's not over yet.
He just powered out there, Cole.
Something that was recognized earlier was Adam Cole's trail of destruction since coming to NXT. I think it's obvious that he will do anything he can to get ahead, no matter who gets hurt along the way or what it costs.
I feel like I'm the adult at a dinner table with a bunch of whiny kids. All that matters is that Adam Cole is a proven winner and an effective leader. Plain and simple.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now.
And Tyler Bate has really taken a pounding. Given how impressive Tyler Bate has been thus far, guys, you almost forget that he's just a kid. If you remember, he first stepped into a WWE ring when he was just 19 years old.
Tyler Bate just too fast for him.
Oh, I think this man means business.
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
I'll stress further what Michael was saying about Tyler Bates' age. When most 19-year-olds were busy trading barbs with each other on social media, Bate was wowing a global audience in the inaugural United Kingdom ship.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it. Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
Here's his moment, Michael.
This right here is exactly what Adam Cole...
This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Here is your winner, Adam Cole.
A very decisive victory here tonight.
The Bruiserweight.
And from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, Pete Dunne.
Burst on the scene with the likes of Tyler Bate, who was the first ever United Kingdom champion, and Trent Seven to form British strong style, but he's now moved up on his own and become one of the great young up-and-coming superstars in WWE today.
Very rarely will you find a superstar who derives as much pleasure from hurting their opponent as Pete Dunne does.
They talk about having it, Corey. This kid has it.
Intangibles, the skill set, the entitlement. Pete Dunne believes everything belongs to him, and he'll take it forcibly if he has to.
And remember, submissions only. Ouch. As we get underway here.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
Oh, look at this. And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
Kick right to the midsection. The Rude Awakening.
Gets him with the kick.
He's starting to stumble here. but he's not appearing too worse for wear, at least not yet anyway.
Gotta like this strategy, just wearing him down, waiting for that perfect time to slap on the submission hold.
No, he lets him out.
Yeah, I think he knew he wasn't going to get the submission there.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. What a forearm.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a...
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here. Oh, man, Dunn is in trouble now.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest match of all time, it's certainly in the discussion.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important as submission match to be able to reverse the submission.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
That should do it. Oh, man, Dunn is in trouble now.
WWE made history in 2017 with a tournament to crown the inaugural United Kingdom champion, which I was lucky enough to call in person. And in that tournament, this man, Pete Dunne, emerged as the next can't-miss superstar. Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
Takes him down in a major way, too. I'd agree with what Michael was saying about Pete Dunne's performance in the UK Championship Tournament. If you didn't know him heading in, you sure as heck knew who he was coming out.
I'll tell you one person who definitely knew who Pete Dunne was after coming out, and that's William Regal. Regal was absolutely irate after Dunne launched a pre-match attack on his second-round opponent.
Scoop slam. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it. Oh, boy.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of ooh. That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Oh, no.
Game, set, match. This one is over. One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or...
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing. That could have been disastrous.
He's focusing on the face now.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important as submission. Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Pure power on display right there.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business.
And he breaks free.
Just when you thought he was out of this one. Ooh, no luck against Dunn there.
Too quick. Scoop slam. Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage.
Whoa, he gets out of it.
He's at another level right now, Michael.
I'd say every superstar remembers their first match on Raw, but for Pete Dunne, Byron, his first match has a little extra special meaning. Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it. Boom! This one is over.
We already established that Pete Dunne was successful in his first. Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Clearly on a mission here.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular. I'd like to inform the WWE Universe that they need to remember that Adam Cole has dominated the ranks of every promotion he competed in before honoring NXT with his presence. And don't ever forget,
He's taking some offense, but not for a second do I expect him to back down now.
I suspect this is all part of the process, guys. I don't think he'd tap now, but this certainly lays the foundation for a tap out in the near future.
This is exactly the opening his opponent was looking for. It wasn't easy to find, but hey, he found it. Finally.
Let's put the focus back on what you informed us of, Corey, and that's Adam Cole's impressive career before coming to NXT. It's an internationally acclaimed resume that includes many singles and tag team titles.
Yeah, that resume also includes competing in the Tokyo Dome, Michael. Actually, that match was against Undisputed Era cohort Kyle O'Reilly. Back then, Adam Cole knew what being too sweet was all about. I'm really looking forward to seeing Adam Cole in action tonight, but I've always wondered if Adam Cole is really related to you, Michael.
Figure it out, Byron. And he breaks the hold.
But look at him, still trying to catch his breath.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Byron, I probably shouldn't even dignify your dumb theory from before with the response, but rest assured, Adam Cole is not my baby.
why would you be offended by that, Cole? Most folks would love to have a son as strong and successful as Adam Cole. Even Byron's mother.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match in 2016.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
And we're back to this form of attack.
This one's over, guys. Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
That has got to be it.
Let's check this out again, Corey.
So effective, Cole.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved, but he fights his way free.
But how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out?
He's left wide open here.
I don't think he even realizes it. He looks dazed.
This is about to get bad.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard.
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
Not today. Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee. Adam Cole, this is going to be big!
Tell me about it.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside.
Yes! Unreal performance.
Here is your winner, Adam Cole.
And this one in the books for Adam Cole. This man is a real force. Drew McIntyre.
A revamped attitude. A revamped appearance.
And from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre's made it his mission to eliminate all the complacency in WWE.
You know, Drew McIntyre arrived and he was the chosen one. Handpicked by WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon. And Drew will admit that he became complacent. Felt like he didn't have to work hard to get to the top. When he got fired, he went away. He got a new attitude. And now he's back, bigger and badder than ever.
With a vengeance.
Yeah, this new attitude from Drew McIntyre dictates he will take
one move after the other. It's devastating. One of the more deeply personal rivalries that redefined the generation of competition in NXT was the conflict between Adam Cole and Drew McIntyre. Those battles were a showcase the prestige associated with being recognized as NXT champion.
Despite my instincts, I have to agree with you there. The mauling that McIntyre suffered at the hands of Adam Cole was just the beginning. And I must say, it was shocking to see McIntyre beaten like that in front of so many people.
And I can't help but get the feeling that this is going to be one of those matches people will be talking about for a long time to come.
Soul kick. That'll slow Drew McIntyre down a bit.
Oh, man.
This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
Nicely done. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Drew McIntyre with an easy kick out there.
And we continue.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
Great move.
But he's got to capitalize now.
He's got the shoulders down. Yes! Takes it!
Here is your winner, Adam Cole.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
As usual, this Philadelphia crowd is beyond boisterous tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
And from Manchester, England, weighing in at 256 pounds, the British Bulldog.
A true powerhouse in every sense of the word. One of the most powerful superstars ever to grace a WWE ring. And a man whose bark and bite are equally as lethal.
Think back to WrestleMania 2 when he won the tag team titles with the Dynamite Kid as part of the British Bulldogs. And since then, he's gone on to win the Intercontinental title, the Europe.
And we're ready to get this Falls Count Anywhere match underway.
I don't know where Adam Cole gets the nerve in thinking he can come in and take what he wants.
Saxton, he doesn't just want to take everything. Adam Cole wants to rule the entire industry.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Oh, I think this man means business. He's displaying classic offense here. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Oh, I think this man means business. The British Bulldog on his heels now. He's still got plenty of gas left in his tank, though.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
You never want to count a competitor out, but things don't seem to be going in his favor here tonight.
Jawbreaker!
Call the dentist.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Adam Cole, this is going to be big.
Tell me about it.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
This might be it, guys. Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare the victor.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still willing to bet he finds a way to mess it up.
Oh, and there's a knee to the face.
Back now inside the ring.
The British Bulldog gets out of the way quickly.
Warm up the buses. This one's over.
British Bulldog looks like he's down and out.
Tonight may not be his night, guys.
He is hurt. From my standpoint, it seems like he underestimated who he was stepping in the ring with here tonight.
Oh, man. Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent.
That lands.
Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes. And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
That one should put the Bulldog down for good. Come on, British Bulldog, you can do this.
As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a liberal use of weaponry here tonight.
Yeah, keep in mind, Cole, the fact that there's no disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There's a vicious DDT. Gets him with a knee there.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules.
Jawbreaker!
Call the dentist.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end up Adam Cole. This is going to be big.
Tell me about it. Oh boy. Boom! But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Can British Bulldog stay in this after that?
We'll see how long he can sustain this attack.
Just a step quicker, it looks like. Wait a minute. Adam Cole orchestrated his invasion of NXT to shock the system. But as we saw the night after NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, for the creator of the Undisputed Era, that was just the beginning.
The Extreme Rules match Adam Cole competed in against Aleister Black was brutality redefined. So when the buzzer went off during the 2018 Royal Rumble match the next night, no one expected Cole to be the 23rd entrant.
Ooh, you mentioned something that begs repeating, gentlemen, and that's Adam Cole in the 2018 Royal Rumble match. Let's remember the response that Cole received from the WWE Universe on hand in Philadelphia, baby.
Why do you say it's so weird?
Really good at it, man.
Anyway, he had a warm reception in Philly, which is one of the cities where Adam Cole made his name before coming to NXT. But his WrestleMania dreams were dashed when he was eliminated by another surprise entrant, Rey Mysterio. The British Bulldog gets out of the way quickly.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks.
Executed perfectly. When this guy's on, look out. And what a reversal from the British Bulldog. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Speaking of that classic Charlotte-Sasha encounter Corey mentioned, we should add that it was the first time ever that the Women's Championship changed hands in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And guys, I will never forget the image of Charlotte tapping out to that unique bank statement in the crowd, surrounded by the WWE Universe.
Unbelievable move by Adam Cole.
Truly spectacular.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. Come on, British Bulldog, you can do this.
There's the pinfall and the victory.
Here is your winner, Adam Cole.
Wow, huge pinfall win here tonight.
And talk about displaying a never say die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
Folks, that match is why people say the Royal Rumble pay-per-view is a can't-miss event.